Every once in a while, we'll be moving through life, and something traumatic will happen that completely derails us. For me, it was a burgeoning battle with generalized anxiety that slowly, and then very suddenly, erupted into a daily struggle with panic. And although I'm still learning how to not react, here's something I know now that I wish I had known back then. When it comes to the slippery slope of overwhelming fear, if you're not intentional about getting back on the road, you run the risk of only sliding sideways. Because when you mostly only work hard to avoid the thing that knocked you off your path, you also stop moving toward the things that make you come alive. I was sitting in the passenger seat of an extremely loud and bouncy rental RV when my husband, Kevin, asked me the question that eventually led to the creation of this book. It was late October 2018, and we were driving back to Alabama from my home state of Minnesota. I had whipped together the semi-spontaneous adventure because I thought going home might help me escape an unrelenting season of panic and anxiety. It didn't work, though, and as I headed back home to Alabama, I felt just as lost as I had when I left. If not Alabama and not Minnesota, where is home then? Kevin's question instantly triggered tears because I didn't know how to answer. I realized I didn't feel safe anywhere anymore, not even inside myself. I had set out on that trip so hopeful that a visit with my relatives would help me reset. I was so sure that I could find peace in the people, places, and pastimes that had brought me so much joy before disordered panic. But I couldn't. Familiarity couldn't fix me, and I left Minnesota feeling more hopeless and afraid than ever. But I know now, some 5 years later, that when it came to that trip, like so many other times I had struggled with fear of fear, I had my eye on the wrong destination. My predicament wouldn't ever be cured by rushing off to a safe place or by surrounding myself with safe people, because I wasn't struggling with a physical location. I was struggling with a physical sensation. It was an inside issue, and you can't run away from yourself. For the longest time, I regretted going on that trip. I struggled with agoraphobia at almost every stop, and I felt embarrassed that I couldn't be fully present with my family. The difference between me and everyone else created a chasm that seemed unspannable. But now that I've had more time to process and grow, I can see that coming home isn't 1,000 desperate miles between internal sensations and external safety. The journey of coming home is measured in feet. It's taking one brave step and then another brave step until the steps don't feel so scary. That's what this book is all about. Coming home.